Okay, today boys we've taken a little spin out to Drumcliff within me 10k, and we're going to visit the grave of a very famous Irish poet called William Butler Yeats, or W.B. Yeats. So I've driven out to Drumcliff and we're going to visit his grave, and I'll be reading a poem for you. So I hope you enjoy it today, boys. We're here at the church, and on the other side of me you can see the mountain of Benbulben. We're going to find his grave, and I'm going to read one of his poems for you for Poetry Week. Walking in at the church, boys, you can see the grave is right here. Little sign right beside the grave, and we go up and we check it. Here is W.B. Yeats' grave, boys. So, quick interesting fact about W.B. boys. He actually died in France during World War One, but his body couldn't be sent home during that time because there was more things concerning people at that time. So his body was repatriated, so it was sent back after the war. And some people believe his body was never sent back at all, because in the graves in Paris at the time, there was often 3 and 4 bodies buried in the grave, and some people believe that the wrong body was in fact sent back. But that's only some people, so we're not really sure. So what better place, boys, to recite a bit of Yeats than with Benbulben behind me in the background. So this is the Ballad of Father Gilligan, boys. So it's a poem about a priest during the famine, and kind of a mythical or a story with a twist of the supernatural in it. So it begins: the old priest Peter Gilligan was weary night and day, for half his flock were in their beds or under green sods lay. Once, while he nodded on a chair at the moth hour of the eve, another poor man sent for him, and he began to grieve. I have no rest nor joy nor peace, for people die and die. And after he cried, God forgive, my body spake, not I. He knelt, and leaning on the chair, he prayed and fell asleep. And the moth hour went from the fields, and the stars began to peep. They slowly into millions grew, and leaves shook in the wind, and God covered the world with shade, and whispered to mankind. Upon the time of sparrow chirp, when the moths came once more, the old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor. Mavrone, the man has died, while I slept on the chair. He roused his horse out of its sleep, and rode with little care. He rode now as he never rode, by a rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you've come again? And is the poor man dead? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilligan in grief swayed to and fro. When you were gone he turned and died, as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilligan, he knelt him at that word. He who hath made the night of stars, for souls who tire and bleed, sent one of his great angels down to help me in my need. He who was wrapped in purple robes, with planets in his care, has pity on the least of things, asleep upon a chair.